Today, we welcome our first guest to the cast, Aaron. As a Maryland native, he brings a creature that has haunted the folklore down there for generations. Get ready for Tales with Talons, the Snallygaster.
What up, crackheads? Tonight, Kraken Cans Cast, we have a very special guest who resides from Maryland.
I heard he's a native.
He's a native Maryland.
Marylandian.
And he's bringing with him the legend of the Snallygaster.
But he's not bringing the Snallygaster with him.
Just the legend.
All
right, Aaron, so what's going on?
Like you said, I just came up to talk about the Snallygaster.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to hear about this one because when I start diving into cryptids, this one always pops up as like a big one. And the pictures of it looks freaking weird. And I've seen like 20 different pictures of it, and I don't know what to expect.
Well, honestly, that's probably one of the biggest differences with it is every account seems to describe it a little different. There's some that say it's just like a dragon with razor-sharp beak, sharp teeth, big wings.
Big dong.
I don't know about that. But, I mean, you can imagine all you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just flying through the air.
Is this another black from the waist down cryptid?
It could be.
Very likely. I mean,
like Pigman, who there. Listen, I'm throwing it out there early. There's a chance that Pigman gets bumped from our folklore scoreboard. Is that what it's called? The folklore standings? What is it? Top 10? What is that?
Folklore rankings?
There we go. Top 10.
There's folklore score rankings right on it.
Yeah. We got the Christmas lights up now. We're being festive. You can't hardly see it.
You know, if Pigman gets bumped, that means Jersey Devil's going to be at the bottom.
Which is crazy.
Well,
yeah, depending. But
yeah,
it's crazy to think that Jersey Devil's already, like, he could be fighting for his life come next week.
Well, that's one thing. The Snallygaster sometimes is considered Maryland's Jersey Devil. Some people compare it to the Jersey Devil. Some even say that it could be the same thing, just, I guess, decided to go north for the who knows what.
All right, I'm in. You convinced me, and I'm in. I'm ready.
I mean, honestly, who wants to stay in Jersey? So,
yeah, we agree with that.
You jerk offs. Make sure you get that loud and clear in the mic.
Yeah. I guess so. Before we dig into this too far, Aaron, what beer did you bring with you today?
Well, I brought the Turbo Reaper from Three Floyds Brewery. Basically, chose it because of the dragon on the can and where the Snallygaster is considered dragon, being from German folklore a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the can, I mean, it's a pretty sick-looking can.
Doesn't it give you, like 80s metal vibes? Like, I think of, like, Ozzy vibes.
I was thinking Iron Maiden, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking when I see this can. It's pretty sick.
So, I looked up the brewery. So, Three Floyds Breweries from Munster, Indiana.
So the can says, without warning, something's dawning on our latest West Coast style IPA. Awaits your defenseless taste. As colossal hop aroma rides in harmony with tropical and citrus notes, you better run for cover because I am coming after your ass. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It says there is no other.
So the brewery, I don't even know if this is right, but the brewery was formed in 1996. Maybe. Look it up if you don't know, if you don't believe me. Armed with only a few $100, a 5-barrel Frankenstein wok burner, fired brew kettle, repurposed open Swiss cheese fermenters, and an old Canfield's cola tank, Nick Floyd began brewing not normal ales and lagers in Hammond, Indiana.
Dude, I feel like that was a tongue twister.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't.
Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, you nailed it.
And then the other thing I wanted to say, I mean, there was a lot more on there, but then in 2017, they actually opened another brewery called War Pigs USA Brewing, which expands the Three Floyds mythos to the outer reaches of the galaxy and beyond. So
they started a different brewery.
So they have like 2 breweries now.
Oh, cool.
And I think, Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong, I think a lot of their like beers were like like space and like galaxy type styles, weren't they?
Yeah, the war pigs focused more on the celestial stuff. The Three Floyds was the mythological monsters, all that stuff.
Oh hell yeah! Give
And
us the
also
Floyds.
with what he said, the way they started basically be a whole bunch of ragtag stuff. Kind of makes this beer fit this story a little more with how the Snallygaster, I guess, met its end. Let's just say that. That'll be explained later in the episode.
Cliffhanger. Oh.
I wonder if we got any cannon shot at him like the old Jersey Devil.
Yeah, well, not only shot at him, but just like took a cannon shot.
Yeah.
Like that mofo just got hit with a cannon while he flew across.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that he took a cannon shot or the fact that somebody hit him with a cannon from that, from just a single shot, you know?
Yeah, he wore that shit like a paintball.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was his badge of honor, you know? But so he cheers for the brew
Let's cheers.
as Corey's halfway gone. Oh, there's a shocker.
So what's your thoughts on the beer?
It's got, I don't know, definitely got that tropical, like, fruitiness to it, which always isn't my style. I like those, like, hard bitter with the Citra hops. Just give me, like, the
Come on, let's be honest. You're pretty fruity.
I'm fruity, but not in this. I like my fruit with the wheat. Yeah, so with that, Aaron, you ready to dive us into the old Snallygaster?
Yeah, I can tell you what I know.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, well, like I said earlier, the Snallygaster, we'll start with the description of this thing. It varies depending on the story you hear, but most of the time it's basically a giant dragon-like body that has a beak, sometimes with razor-sharp teeth.
A dong the size of Corey.
I mean,
That's right, Corey. I'm sorry, butt crack, Corey.
Are we talking weight or length?
Yes.
but one of the interesting things is that the mouth, which is most of the time a beak with razor-sharp teeth, every now and then does have tentacles coming out of it. So
Kraken.
Out of the mouth or just out of the body?
basically it's just like the whole mouth, instead of being a beak, it's just like tentacles, kind of like an octopus.
Oh, hell yeah. Could you imagine what you could do with that thing?
I think of like Alien.
Oh, yeah.
Like the
yeah.
fucking...
Yeah, for sure.
And you guys mentioned Jersey Devil being shot by a cannonball. This thing's supposedly bulletproof. So
Bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away.
And also, it's a cyclops in a way because generally it has one eye that's normally in the middle of its head. I mean, just imagine something with one eye flying towards you.
Tentacle mouth coming at you.
A giant dong hanging down.
Giant dong the size of Corey hanging down. Man, think of the things that thing could do.
Endless.
Endless.
Mike's a little excited. So.
Oh, yeah.
He gets excited a lot.
I do.
But
I do.
and then also, the only warning you might hear is like a screech like a train whistle.
Like how we both jumped right to the mic. Anytime there's a sound, it's like we have to do it.
I'm trying to beat you to it.
I was finishing a sip of my beer, so I couldn't get over there fast enough.
I don't remember a beer in your hand.
Well, it was in my mouth.
But
Anyway, back to the Snallygaster. This is gonna be one of those lost footage episodes.
But essentially, that's how most of the accounts described it. There's one or two that says it also has claws that are made of hot glowing metal.
So does this thing have arms? Or is it like at the end of its wings? Or like...
Basically, think of, you've seen dragons from, we'll use Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so
How they got regular legs.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
basically what
Okay.
this thing looks like. It's got big wings like a dragon, claws, legs, arms, whatever you want to call them.
The tentacles are weird though, right? Coming
The
out of
tentacles
mouth?
coming out of its mouth. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably the weirdest thing I know about the thing. Is like, why would it have tentacles? Most of the time, it had a beak though.
What if it just eats octopuses or squids and, you
Just
know...
one dangling out.
Yeah, it's just somebody
Yeah,
saw this thing and it just didn't finish its meal and it has these legs dangling out.
They're like a pelican. They just carry it around for a
Yeah,
while
yeah.
till they have time.
That's actually a pretty good possibility, to be honest.
Maryland, like, we're by the ocean.
We're not New Jersey, so we ain't a jerk off, right?
Right.
Right.
But when this thing would like choose its victims, the only thing you would hear is that.
Is that what?
Was that?
I tried to, that's what I figured they hear. It's the only thing they hear.
That was like a cat in pain.
Well, yeah, it was a train whistle. High-pitched train whistle.
If your train sounds like that, you should get it looked at.
You do not want to get on that train.
Go to the emergency room right away. If your train sounds like that.
But basically, you just hear every now and then a whistle. It would swoop down, carry you off, and sometimes drain your body of blood.
Ooh.
Kind of like a vampire.
Drains your body of blood.
Ooh.
Which, that's pretty much one of the first accounts that ever hit the newspapers.
What's the fascination? There's a lot of cryptids that like blood, just draining blood. I think that was like a Boo Hags thing, which I don't know. The Boo Hags maybe not a cryptid, but just likes to drain blood, suck all the blood out. Wonder what it is. Like a spider?
Does it know like we need blood to live? So it figures if it drains all that blood out of us, like we're dead.
Yeah, but you had a steak that doesn't have like any juice left in it. It's not that good. So I wonder what it is.
Maybe it likes it well cooked.
Well cooked. Okay.
Actually, you saying that, I think a couple of the accounts do say that because of the burning claws, it kind of was a little well done. Charred, well done, however you want to put it. Yeah.
Knew it.
Like I was saying, as for being drained by blood, the first account I think I could find that it hit headlines was in 1909, February to be exact. A guy named Bill Gifferson.
Bill!
He was
Bill! Bill!
Nye, the science guy.
Bill!
Science rules.
And that's the end of the cast.
That's it. And I am officially leaving. He said.
Yeah.
We're going to the science side of this, which says, yeah.
We out.
All right. Well, thanks for. We're glad we had you, Aaron.
First guest, yay!
First and last.
But basically, this thing supposedly swooped down, grabbed him, carried him up to a hillside, and drained him of his blood, which, come to find out, when I was doing a little more digging, basically meant, I guess it cut his, what's this artery? Carotid?
Jugular?
Jugular, that's it, not carotid. Basically drained him through the jugular. So, yeah, I don't know if it actually meant it drank his blood, or if it just happened to rip his head off.
Oh, damn.
And he just bled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm leaning more towards on that one.
Got after that old head cheese, though. I was thinking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where it's like, did you ever see the original Texas Chainsaw?
I saw some of it.
Oh, it's like creepy guy gets in the van, and it's just like, it's really a shame because they bash him in the head and they ruin all the head cheese. And it's like, damn. And I see, there's certain times when I'm out and I see like a human that has a big giant head, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's all head cheese, or that's all dome. You know,
Aaron and I's brother-in-law.
Yeah, but his is mostly dome though. His isn't a head cheese. Like I think of the girl on 1,000-Pound Sisters with the big forehead. That's some head cheese right there. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Well, I sent you the video on Instagram where they were like with the weird haunted dolls, and you said, "Don't send me those anymore."
I almost threw up.
I just remember there's an episode of that, like 1,000-Pound Sisters, where they talk about when she was like a little bit younger, and they took her to the hospital because they thought she had like a tumor on her forehead, and they're just like, "No, it's just fat." It's like, how you got a fat forehead? How is your forehead fat?
Wow. So did you say this guy? So it cut him in the jugular, carotid, whatever. Like, did it just? Somebody found his body, or like what?
That's where the accounts are, that basically someone ended up, I guess, walking along the hillside.
And just found his body.
Finding the body. I don't know 100% because I kept trying to find the news article, but to access the news article, you actually had to go to one of these.
5 cents, and it's like, fuck that.
Yeah, Kraken Cans wouldn't send me the money to.
Hey, we'll reimburse you.
Yeah. We'll pay you in beers.
I know these guys.
Even though you brought the beer today, like, we'll give you a Busch Light.
But no, basically it was like you had to go to these libraries to look up these. Like I said, this newspaper's from 1909, so you'd have to like guys go to their archives.
Yeah.
And look up all that stuff, and I couldn't find them because of that. There was no internet access to them, but I'm assuming, like I said, he basically got carried up there, dropped, eaten, whatever. But that could possibly tie in because that's the article also, I believe, that some people tie this thing to a scare tactic for racism, too.
Ooh, proceed. I want to hear about this. Now I'm in.
Basically, if you think about it, 1909, slaves are freed and stuff, but equality's not there. They basically tied Snallygaster to a way to control the black masses, I guess, African American masses, if I got to be politically correct.
All right, so whose side was Maryland on in the Civil War?
They were they leaned towards the South, but they were undeclared. Basically, they were neither Confederate nor Union. They leaned more towards the South because, I mean, if you look at the map, they're literally slaves, like 50-50.
You know what I mean?
They weren't the plantations, but they weren't the.
They were benefiting from the plantations.
Oh yeah, they needed the help, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where. So basically, it was like a tactic to keep the black people controlled, I guess. And that's what, if I remember right, this was the guy that the article said it happened to be one of the black guys that was carried off, trying to instill fear in all of them because it happened at night, all that stuff.
So you're talking about the guy that they found?
Yeah, Bill Gifferson.
Bill Gifferson.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill Gifferson.
He was a black guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what.
Or he go by Willie.
Hey, he might have.
Yeah.
They used his government-given name, though.
Gotcha. Bill.
But,
So you know what I think this thing is? Because 1909, you said. Yeah. That's right around. Do you remember when Phenomenal Week was for the Jersey Devil?
I don't, but I
feel like it was like right around. It was like right around that time. I think the Jersey Devil got pissed off. You know, he was getting scared and.
Well, he's getting hit with cannons.
Yeah. He's getting startled from phones and people rattling shit around. So
people would yell at him.
People would yell. Like he was sad. So like he started going south, went to Maryland. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna change my tune. I'm gonna start showing these people that I'm a real cryptid. And then he saw this guy out jogging, walking, creeping around, whatever he was doing, ripped him apart.
Dude, after he ripped him apart, I bet he just sat there like, oh, no, what did I do? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, that's what, and you saying being the Jersey Devil, that's what this was around the time that basically there were footprints found in the snow in New Jersey that matched what this description of the ones found in Maryland. So
flying Sasquatch is what I'm hearing.
Hey, it might have been. But the scary thing is, there was a couple things I found, one of which was, give me a second to find it in my notes here.
Hey, actually, hey. So, yeah, Phenomenal Week was in 1909.
1909.
With the Jersey Devil.
Yeah. Okay.
But around that time also in 1909, but in Sharpsburg, Maryland around that time also, there was supposedly this thing was sighted in a barn with an egg the size of a barrel. So this thing,
about quarter barrel, half barrel.
I'm assuming back then just one of those big wine barrels.
Okay.
I don't know how big that thing is, but you know it's a big wooden barrel that you age whatever the hell you want, and now you make beer, wine, all that stuff.
That's a big egg. Big egg.
And supposedly it found that egg in there, so this thing probably laid an egg, which there are rumors of what that thing hatched into too.
So is that why we had Phenomenal Week? Just pregnancy craziness.
Maybe.
You're dealing with that a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We got Phenomenal Week every day, if you know what I'm saying. Phenomenal day.
Well, think about it this way. Maybe there's two Jersey Devils.
Oh,
one,
damn.
they did the
menage a trois, you know what I mean?
And one flew to Maryland to lay an egg.
And then that egg grew up and turned into the Mothman.
Oh,
No,
damn.
they don't think the Mothman. They think it's called a Dwyer, possibly.
Oh, yeah, Dwyer. You
Which is
idiot.
actually the Maryland Wolfman.
Whoa, wait, so this thing went from being a freaking dragon with tentacle mouth to the Wolfman.
This is where it gets really confusing
All right,
because...
I'm in.
This is where it gets really confusing.
Hold on a second, Aaron. You had me at Wolfman. Let's hear it.
I didn't look up the Wolfman a ton, but where it gets really confusing is a couple of the accounts say the Dwyer, which is, like I said, the Maryland Wolfman, is the only known enemy to the Snallygaster. Then a couple accounts say that the Dwyer is what they believe hatched from that egg.
So why would it be an enemy?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's what I don't get the conflict in accounts here.
Yeah, the connection there between the connection.
And also how a flying
hatred.
dragon can become a wolf unless
Well, yeah, that's a whole different story.
unless the flying dragon landed got
Shapeshifter.
found a wolf and did what did you call it?
Roger. What do you? I can't remember.
The flying dragon did Roger. I mean,
I can't remember. I don't know.
but essentially that's what the couple accounts I found. That's the confusion with how exactly that falls into it.
Can you say that again just so I can think of just remember what you said?
Basically, that egg they found, some of them believe that it hatched into a Dwyer, the Maryland Wolfman, which by the accounts, some accounts say the Dwyer is the only known enemy of the Snallygaster. Damn. Some say that the Dwyer came from the Snallygaster. So, which is it? Now, that's a whole nother cryptid that, personally, even growing up in Maryland, I've never heard of the
We're
Dwyer.
adding him to the list.
Yeah, that's what
He's on there.
You can see what you can find on that. I'm curious on that
The
one.
Dwyer.
If you need
That's
help,
your next topic, Aaron.
if you need help, I still live in Maryland, so as long as I don't get eaten by it or the Snallygaster, because coming to find out, this thing where I live now doesn't live far from me.
That's why we need you out in the woods, Aaron,
patrolling,
trying to find this Wolfman. That's your job, okay?
I'm talking about the Snallygaster.
If you die because the Snallygaster ate you,
Michael,
it's for the cast.
Mike will pay for your funeral bills.
I'll send the video.
I'll send a cheese tray.
I'll FaceTime you as it's eating me. I mean, just
It's on my legs right now. Ah!
just to prove it's real.
This is good footage, guys.
It's like, oh hell yeah, our cast is gonna hit it big time now.
Screw you, Pat McAfee, Joe Rogan.
But yeah, that's how this thing basically is. I mean, one of the weirdest accounts though is some guy had seen this thing drinking from a tub of water. Obviously it flies, it gets thirsty. But he supposedly heard this thing say, I'm dry. I haven't had a good drink since I was killed in the Battle of Chickamauga.
You say that one more time just for the crackheads out there who are high on crack?
I'm dry. He heard this Snallygaster say, I'm dry. I haven't had a good drink since I was killed in the Battle of Chickamauga. Which raises the question,
Reincarnation.
Is a thing a ghost possibly? Because I guess the Battle of Chickamauga is a Civil War battle. And also the name Snallygaster is a play on the original name of Snallygaster, which is what the Germans gave it. Maryland was founded by German immigrants.
The son of a bitch and Germans were in the Civil War. This is where Hitler started.
Talking about ghosts, but that's a whole nother tangent. But basically, Snallygeist is German for quick spirit, which once again, that's a whole thing on its own. Normally, they're just goofy spirits. They do stuff. They move papers on your table. All the annoying stuff that would piss you off.
You know what they do a lot to me? They make me think I got to take a crap, right? So I go all the way back there to the bathroom, and it's just air. And it's got it. There's no logical explanation out there.
What's it smell like?
Oh, it's not good. It's not good at all. I assure you that. But yeah, it's just air, and it goes like this. But in the sorry, Corey and I are sharing a mic, so
What's that smelling?
but he's getting chunks out of his beard right now. But
Not good at all.
yeah, it's weird. Am I right, Corey?
Yeah. Real weird.
But
I have a designated driver tonight, so I'm just here, just hanging out. That's my job.
Me too.
Yeah. So you can go upstairs.
But yeah, and then we'll go back to the size of this thing possibly,
Oh yeah.
because
Is he a grower or a shower?
I
Yep.
want to say he's a shower with the size they say he is.
Oh damn.
I mean, if you're not a shower with a wingspread of 12 to 14 feet,
You're Japanese.
that might explain the tentacles in the mouth. I mean, but yeah, a guy named Charles Maine reported to another paper that the wingspread appeared to be between 12 and 14 feet. At times, he said it threw out long streamers like the arms of an octopus, but would draw them in again.
Why do they keep having octopus references? Where are they getting these at?
Only thing, yeah, I really don't freaking know. That one, maybe because octopus. Think about flying octopus. Won't you be
I
terrified
don't
of
Oh,
want
that?
to. That's scary as hell.
Just flies right in your face and just right over the top.
And then when it's done, it just sprays ink right in your eyeballs. You never saw nothing, and he gets out of there.
It's like the Men in Black where they, press the button thing.
Yeah,
and it,
exactly.
Erases your memory.
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly what you
You didn't
saw.
see nothing.
But yeah, basically that's the description of the thing. I mean, the easiest way of describing it would be, a flying dragon with claws, octopus for mouth.
Yeah, is that really the easy way to describe it?
Fly, all right.
Okay, easy way to describe it would be, you know what Dratini is in Pokemon, that long blue dragon
hell
thing
yeah.
with no wings or anything? They do compare this thing to being a relative of an Akami, which is some Asian Indian dragon that looks like a Dratini. And then make it more vicious looking. So add in the wings, claws.
Yeah, because that thing is
was
just a
just-
Puff the Magic Dragon from Pokemon.
Basically, yeah, I mean,
That's just Champ. Pokemon Champ.
yeah, Dratini's just that. Looks
Yeah.
like a flying snake with no wings or anything. Blue, all that stuff.
No
But-
Dragonite.
No, it evolves into that.
Yeah.
I was
no,
thinking Dragonite, but
No.
Yeah,
Hydreigon.
Dragonite's the big yellow one.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
badass.
Dratini's before Dragonite. Like
Yeah.
the level before it.
Yeah.
No, there's
you know?
two before it.
Yeah, we have,
There's
you have
Dratini,
Dragonite,
Dragonair, and
or
then
Dragonair. Yeah.
yeah, I'll go full nerd on that one.
We like to talk Pokemon.
I mean, I'll go full nerd on that. I don't care.
Which one? Which one's the first one? Is that Dratini?
Dratini.
Yeah.
And then Dragonair is basically a bigger Dratini.
Yeah, but it has the cool little things like up on its head.
I thought look it up. I can't remember. I know Dratini. I thought Dragonair was literally just a bigger one. I never really noticed the
Yeah,
thing
he
on
has,
his
he has
head.
cool little things on his head.
Does it have
Yeah,
wings?
look at the little things.
Yeah,
on
that's
his head.
Dratini. That's Dratini right there. Dragonair is literally just a bigger. Dragonair's next to it.
Dragonair's sexier.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah. Well.
Well, if you're into that stuff.
Yeah.
If you're into.
I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, be convinced.
And
Yeah.
then Dragonite just goes
Just goes full orange mode for whatever reason.
orange, fat, gains all the weight.
Yeah.
I mean,
He becomes chunky real
I think
quick.
are his wings really tiny? Like he shouldn't be able to fly or something?
When Ash finally became the champion, though,
Yeah,
when it's all said and done.
he's
Yeah.
such a friendly fella.
Yeah, he's chunky.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's pretty badass in the episodes.
So, like, when Ash went through and he finally became the champion of a lower region, and he got invited to the Masters, he caught one of these guys, man, and they became like,
Did he?
yeah, he ended up, when he became at Masters, when he had to go against, like,
Why the
Cynthia
heck
and
are
all
they
that.
yellow. It would, but
Or
they're
he should
always
be blue. Either he should be blue or they should be
I just
orange.
remember when you're trying to catch that damn thing in the freaking game,
Oh, yeah.
you sit there for hours throwing your fishing rod into the freaking water.
Yeah.
And you finally catch one, then you normally knock it out.
Yeah,
and you
Ash had one
get
of
pissed
those.
off.
He had he had a Gengar when Masters when he won.
I would use that. I would use
What's
that.
Only dragon I remember having is Charizard.
He had Charizard. He also had
That never listened to him.
what's Gimbry? It's the one or Gimbal, the one that's before you get the Garchomp.
Oh, you're in a totally other freaking.
Oh yeah, I'm going through all the seasons
region.
Here. Yeah, I'm going through all the seasons.
We're just talking about the original.
I'm talking about Kanto, like the.
Yeah, he never had a
90s.
Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
Kanto.
Only time he saw Dragon Knight was kind of like when he saw Ho-Oh. It just like flew over. If I remember right.
Yeah. But he ended up winning the lower region.
So he had to keep changing regions to finally win one.
Yeah, he won the Alolan region. Then he went to Masters, where he went against like all the awesome trainers from every video game ever, like Cynthia and all them. He ended up winning Masters. He had a Dragonite.
I mean Sinnoh.
No, I mean Cynthia.
What was Cynthia?
She was a trainer, Cynthia.
Cynthia is a really cool
region's name,
dancer,
Cynthia.
Cynthia. You know where that song's from?
Yeah.
What?
She's a pretty good groove now. Yeah, Rugrats. Of course I know it.
Hell yeah.
Cynthia, she's a really... Dude, you're not going to get me on 90s random-ass songs. Boogie to the groove now.
I thought I was going to stump the swab again.
No way. Not with Cynthia.
But I would say, what else do you want to know about this thing? Since we,
I want to know where it sets up home base.
basically, mostly in Maryland, South Mountain, Frederick County area, Braddock's Height, Middletown in Maryland, which is right around Frederick. There are some that says it spreads to West Virginia, Berkeley County, and all the way to Washington, D.C. But growing up, like they said, I'm from Maryland. I grew up in Montgomery County. I just remember mainly this thing from my uncle saying every time you're out in the woods and you hear a weird sound, maybe that's a Snallygaster that's going to eat you if you, yeah. As you can see, I never got eaten by a Snallygaster, thank God. But
Not yet.
Once again, I'm living closer to where this thing, Now that I grew up and I moved and I'm living closer to where this thing supposedly is, so I'll let you guys know in a day or two.
Yeah, I have a theory about these things. As soon as you report on them, I think they're going to go after you.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got. Yeah. I mean, the thing's bulletproof, so I don't know how I'm going to stop it.
Oh, but they're gonna anally penetrate you. They're not gonna just kill you or anything like that. That's where they're going.
They're gonna suck you dry with their tentacles.
Golly,
rip
what
everything.
the hell, Corey?
What are they sucking? What are they sucking though? So what are they sucking though? So
right out your asshole.
Golly, what the? I was thinking more like they was just gonna have non-consensual sex with you. Which I don't think that's any better.
Well, they're gonna start with that.
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Do one of you two want to move into my house for a little while?
Are they gonna buy me dinner first? That's the question.
I mean, you buy me dinner, we're good to go.
Yeah, do whatever you. So like a couple weeks ago at work, I basically made fun of our boss because he only brings his stuff out when he has to break bad news to us. So this week he brings pizza out, and he brings pizza, and as he's coming over, I see him looking over at me, and it's just like, what the hell? And he said, yeah, I knew you'd pick up on it. You guys can't work overtime this week. That's all it was. And I had to be honest with him and look at him and say, if you bring food out, I am okay with this. You can buy my love. I'm a simple man.
But yeah, it's range, I guess easy way of putting it, would be anywhere from Berkeley County, West Virginia, up to Washington, D.C. So, just most of the areas is Frederick County, around the Catoctin area, Emmitsburg area, all that stuff. Which is literally right over the Pennsylvania line.
It's crazy to me, though, because Mothman, Jersey Devil, Snallygaster are all in a big triangle.
Dude, when you dive into West Virginia, though, it's like a weird epicenter of cryptids.
How many people do you know from West Virginia?
I'm just saying, when you look online, though,
I'm asking that seriously.
I know nobody from West
They're
Virginia.
all related. I'm not related. They're all
West
brothers,
Virginians are interesting people. Let's just say that. I work with a lot of them. They're
inbreds.
Some of them, but
Aaron's
a lot of
from
them are
West
great
Virginia
people.
originally.
My granddad was, but
that's where the family Bush started.
What Bush? Hold on. But essentially, yeah. But you saying the Mothman there, I never thought about it, but being a triangle like that, maybe the Jersey Devil. What year was Mothman? Do you know?
Well, you think Mothman was like the 50s or 60s, so this egg we're talking about, that was instantly where my brain, yeah,
I already
for
mentioned
sure.
that, man.
Okay.
Crack Daddy already mentioned
Egg
that.
All right,
possibly.
you're breathing right in my mouth.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're
where this
breathing way
comes.
too close to
You
me.
smell that cheese?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I mean, only issue with that would be the egg was basically they think the Snallygaster has a life expectancy of about 20 years or so. Now, from 1909, it was last seen in 1909 when 3 men supposedly fought it outside a railroad station.
They fought it? Fisticuffs. Like, they just went like, screw you, buddy, let's go. And they just went, like, old school, like, hey, what do you say?
I mean, it's 1909. They might have.
Yeah, for sure.
So they were
this is
more,
how everybody in 1909 fought, for sure.
But they scared it off into the woods. The fight supposedly lasted an hour and a half.
An hour and a half?
I mean, and
What
it
a
wasn't.
weak piece of shit this thing is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or they are, I don't know.
I mean, can you box for an hour and a half?
Yeah, Tyson can't. I know that for sure. I watched
He made it
Netflix.
30 seconds and then decided
He's going to bite my glove the whole time.
decided he was hungry.
And show his ass all over Netflix afterwards.
Well, you got to give a kiss first.
No, basically it scared off in the woods. It wasn't seen for a long time. I believe, following everything here, about 23 years later is when they spotted it again.
Jeepers Creepers. 23 years
Ooh.
for 23
Never even
days.
thought about that.
Son of a bitch. I solved another case. You thought, just when you thought it was reptile people, it was Jeepers Creepers guy.
How does Jeepers Creepers die, though?
How's he die?
Yeah.
I don't know. After 23 days, he has to go back in hibernation.
Well, this thing, supposedly, this is where I was saying about this brewery being made from ragtag stuff, all sorts of, starting off with, what was it, cheese fermenter, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that you'd find in the garbage. Essentially, this thing
Basically
was...
us, Corey. You and me.
Yeah.
Essentially, this thing was flying through the mountains of Catoctin and fell into a vat of moonshine. If I remember, it was like a 2,500-gallon vat. So that's a big-ass vat.
That's big.
Do you remember the movie Beer Fest?
Yes.
When landfill falls into the fermenter and it sucks him to the bottom, and the only thing he can do is drink it. So he just starts going like,
Yeah.
and the whole fermenter's going down. like I don't know, like a freaking 300-gallon fermenter.
But
That's
this,
what I think of this thing landing in there. Just I gotta drink my way out.
Yeah.
but this thing supposedly fell into the vat of moonshine and drowned. So it died drinking, which is great.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
That's the way I want to go.
but and its body though was then destroyed. Its body was destroyed by revenue agents by putting, I forget how much TNT under it, but they blew it up
like
with
a
the
whale.
vat.
Like a
Yeah,
whale.
kind of.
Yeah.
But I guess they were pissed off that someone had a 2,500-gallon moonshine vat because this is during Prohibition and stuff.
Well, yeah.
So
I can
they
see
just
that.
throw dynamite under it and blow the whole thing up. So there's no records of this body. Which is the curious thing is, if you ever visit Catoctin Mountain Park,
How close is that to you?
not far actually.
Really?
I got to look and make sure this part of it's not, but there's actually still a trail, the Blue Blazes Whiskey Trail, Blue Blazes Whiskey Still Trail, that you can still see the remnants of the death site.
We're gonna take a drive out there, Aaron.
Yeah, you got to come down and visit sometime.
Yeah, and Michael come too. I don't know if I was invited to this drive. I don't know. I'm just trying to get the vibe.
Coy will make it halfway and just hear a noise in the back. I'm hungry. Think it's one of his kids. Look back at the mic.
I gotta poop.
His kids are perfectly asleep right underneath the carpet of the back of the van. Starts talking. I gotta poop.
Again.
We like our poop on this cast.
What do you mean again? We haven't stopped yet.
You know how I be pooping.
But yeah, like I said, this thing literally, Catoctin Mountain Park from my house now is maybe about 20 minutes at most. So yeah,
That's pretty close.
I kind of want to go find this trail and see if I can find some bones, I guess.
You can always find some bones, Aaron.
Whose bone are we talking? Hold on. You're looking at Mike is saying this.
Aaron.
Mike's
straight in the eye.
I'm scared.
Me too.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
What happened to the last guest that was on here?
Oh. They all float down here, Aaron.
I say there is one way to, I guess, defend yourself from this.
Ooh, let us guess. All
right. You guys first, 'cause I need to think.
Well, it's already bulletproof, so.
All right, so it's bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away. Go first if you got it. Go first. I got to think.
I only got half.
We'll hit your half.
Invisible cloak.
Ooh, Harry Potter with it. I like it. Let me see.
You want to throw something on top of the invisible cloak?
No.
Okay.
If I'm being honest. Garlic. Garlic or paprika is what I'm thinking.
Well, you're both really far away. You got to draw something. I'll give you a hint.
All right.
Stick figures.
No, I know what it is.
It's not a dong.
Oh, damn it.
We need to get the corpse of Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, baby.
Corpse of Bob Ross.
That's it. That's our answer.
You said we had to draw something.
Yeah, draw.
Was he dead?
I don't know. You said it. Son of a...
Watch out, Papa.
I think he is.
If he ain't, he is now.
Bob Ross, final answer. Living or dead?
It's a lot more simple. A
Colander.
Dildo.
colander is what the Rostrovarians wear. Postrovarians, whatever they're called. A 7-pointed star.
That was my next guess, Aaron.
Don't ask me how to draw that because I have.
You just draw a star, but make it 7 points.
But basically, there are some buildings. I couldn't find any locations of them, but supposedly they still have these 7-pointed stars drawn on them to help defend and scare away the Snallygaster, apparently. So I guess he just sees 7 points and gets terrified. Now, if you draw a regular 5-point star, he's just going to say, screw you and come cut your jugular.
So you think he flies and he counts them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, can't. Nope.
He probably counts faster than I do if he does.
We gotta go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're good. That's 5. We're good.
So the question is, does that mean he have 5 toes? But if he goes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, crap, there's more.
6 toes. So as soon as he gets over 6, that's when he knows.
I was thinking he couldn't count that high, so when he sees 1 extra that he couldn't count.
He just starts on the other toes. Like us.
Maybe he has 3 toes then.
So I can count to 21 is what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
As long as you can't count to 22. If you can, you probably grew up near Chernobyl.
Or West Virginia.
Hey, I grew up near West Virginia. Hold on.
Take me home. Country road.
And then when it comes to stuff most people might know, Snallygaster was featured in a couple video games.
Oh, hell yeah. Like what?
I'm going to guess like Red Dead Redemption.
I kind of wish so.
Resident Evil?
I think Jersey Devil was actually in Red Dead Redemption.
I'll ask Morgan. She might know. But basically...
Pokemon?
No.
Oh.
Pokemon's not... It's not a scary game.
Damn it.
None of these games really are scary games.
All right.
But apparently...
Super Mario Odyssey. I remember I had to fight him.
Wait, this guy's a dragon. Spyro.
That'd be kind of
Oh, hell
badass,
yeah.
but... No.
No?
Apparently he's mentioned in Fallout 76. Boston, apparently there's a Blair Witch game, Volume 2.
Well, that sounds like it's super good. If I had to guess.
Call of Duty World at War.
No, he's not in there.
Okay.
I mean, would you really want a giant dragon with tentacles from his mouth flying down as a kill streak.
I would
Hell
want him,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not coming against me, but like going for me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Pete.
It's also shown in J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beast, Where to Find Them.
Nice.
What was the other one we had in that one? We had another one that was we had another one that was in that.
The hide behinds were, I think.
Yeah, I think it was the
hide
hide
behinds.
behinds.
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Was this in an episode of Supernatural?
No.
Damn it, because everything else is everything on this board has been in an episode of Supernatural.
Yeah,
We were talking about that earlier, Aaron and I.
That's a show I've watched from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I do highly recommend watching that one. But yeah, as well, I was going through your list. I'm like, pretty sure I know Hookman, Jersey Devil,
Boo Hag,
I believe, made him, and Bloody Mary. I think there was a Bloody Mary episode. Whether or not it turned out to be Bloody Mary, I can't remember.
Boo Hag used a different name, it said.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't remember exactly. Yeah. But I know there's a Thin Man and stuff like that.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what they call me, the Thin Man.
Maybe
like 40 pounds ago, 50 pounds ago.
Not too heavy, not too light, just a little
just white.
Thin.
I'm like baby bear's porridge. I'm just white.
But and then the coolest thing about this thing is there's an entire festival in D.C. named after it.
Hell
Snallygaster.
yeah.
And you know what they serve?
Black olives on a cracker with a little bit of cheese to make the eyes, but they want the tentacles, so they use spaghetti for it.
What the fuck?
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you.
What is it?
You want to open a food truck there?
No.
It's a beer festival.
Oh, damn it. He should have led with that.
So, yeah, the Snallygaster Festival in D.C. apparently is this giant beer festival that has hundreds of vendors to try different.
Do you know like the typical date for this? We're trying to figure out different festivals that we want to attend.
Yeah, talking about our route.
I'll have to look that up because I can't remember. I've been looking into it, trying to figure out if I can convince people to let me go.
Yeah.
If you want to come kidnap me, my address is.
I'll get drunk text from Corey afterwards from it. When Corey's down there, I'll get drunk text from him. I'm cool with that.
Wait, why aren't you going?
Well, I can't. I'm just being honest. I just already know.
I'll kidnap him first.
Yeah, you live closer to him, so.
Yeah.
This is true.
I'll roofie him.
It'll be against his will as he's screaming, "This is definitely against my will."
Yeah. Where do I sit? Okay.
Oh, no.
Let me buckle up before we leave.
Dude, I watched, speaking of Rooflin, I watched The Hangover for the, again, for the 100th time, but I haven't seen it in probably, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
forever.
in a long time.
Dude, that movie is so quotable.
So good. It's so good.
What made me want to watch it is we were going through the kids' Halloween candy, and Marietta, my wife, threw a pillow over at me and hit the bag, and I just said, "Hey, there's Skittles in here."
I like it. Is it the second one where Alan has the giraffe and they're driving in the car?
Cut his head off.
The underpass. The giraffe gets decapitated.
Oh my God.
I don't know what. Yeah, I think it's the second one, right?
It's either the second or is it?
I don't think it's the first.
It's not the first.
It's not the first.
No.
Either the second or the third. I don't know.
He's so happy he got this giraffe and shit, and then they go under this overpass.
I think that is the second. Is the third one the one that they go to Singapore or whatever?
No, that's the second
Bangkok?
one.
So that's
the
Bangkok.
second one. Yeah, John Goodman's the bad guy in the third one. Are they back in Vegas in the third one?
They might have been.
I only saw the second and third one, I think, once.
Yeah.
All I remember is John Goodman the guy in Big Lebowski also?
Yes.
Yeah, with
Where he pulls out the gun. Yeah, that's him.
That's all I'm thinking.
Because the guy's cheating in the score, and he just pulls out a gun at the bowling alley.
Hey, I don't blame
Hell
him.
yeah, me either. Dude, I almost I used to be in a bowling league. I challenged a guy to an alley fight over bowling league because he blatantly cheated, and then he copped an attitude, and my only response to him was, "We can just take this to the alley if you want to go." I was that pissed off about it. He got me that worked up.
What was his response?
He just pretended he had a really bad headache and just sat at a different table. So it's like, okay. And listen, I'm not trying to, I'm not a tough man. Just saying. I'm not trying to act like yeah, he was too scared to fight me.
You won.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
How much more you got? Because I need to pee and I need a beer. Beer break.
Beer break. Let's do it.
Go ahead, Aaron. Beer break.
Beer break.
It's beer break time. Crack a cold one, fill your cup, and enjoy the rest of the episode.
The Snallygaster. There was a point at which in time that it was rumored even Teddy Roosevelt, the president, was going to...
Teddy Roosevelt. We talked about, okay, so Jersey Devil episode, we talked about President Monroe.
Sure.
I think, remember it
Was it George Washington? I don't remember.
Remember the Commodore, whatever, the guy that shot the cannon at him the first time?
Yeah.
I think it was President Monroe. So we're talking about another president.
President, okay.
Yeah, well, this one is kind of similar to shooting a cannon at him, but he was considering postponing one of his international hunts to personally hunt the Snallygaster.
So where is he going to go on this international hunt if he didn't hunt the Snallygaster?
I honestly can't tell you.
Probably going to go after wild boar in Siberia.
International, but he was in
I don't think Siberia. I was going to
Well, that's
no.
in D.C. The White House.
He was going to postpone an international hunt, which I would think would be like elephants or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know about boar because I'm pretty sure is Canada considered international?
Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then, yeah, I guess he could have been going
Yeah.
to Canada to shoot a boar.
Well, he could have been going over to, Russia. They got crazy boar over there.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I never forget.
Those boar look like the size of bears coming at you.
You seen this firsthand?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When I was over there working for Putin. I don't understand what the laughter's about, but it's fine.
What were you doing working? What were you working
I'm not
on?
talking about it. I can't talk about it.
Fixing telephone poles?
No. No.
There's a guy coming out from behind the curtain to take Corey away.
Yeah. KGB. Come get him. Collect him.
The most interesting thing that I found about it is, like I said, Roosevelt, who's known for hunting all sorts of animals, all that stuff, was actually considering postponing one of his hunts to come find this thing. So he was thinking it was real. Now, whether or not that story's real, there is...
If that son of a bitch in Roosevelt said it was real, it's real.
Okay, we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Night at the Museum. Do they have a Snallygaster in that movie?
Freaking right they do. Yeah, Ben Stiller, the Snallygaster.
So Ben Stiller's the Snallygaster.
Could be.
Yeah.
It could be
Maybe it's the shape-shifting.
the role he plays in Dodgeball. That could be the Snallygaster for Globo Jim. Yeah. We're Globo
why
Jim,
he's so
and we know we're better.
Explains why it's so good. But, and then, let's see. What do I have left here? Anything? Yeah, that's pretty much all I have, I think.
It's time.
It's time.
For the folklore score. So how we're going to do it today is Crack Daddy Mike and I are going to do our normal folklore score like we do it. Big Dog Aaron over here is going to do his folklore score. He's going to double it to get his score out of 100, and we're going to compare it with Mike and I's.
Folklore score. Let's go. All right, we're into the folklore score. So, Corey, unveil. You ready? 31. I have a 23. What puts it at?
54.
A tie. A tie. What do we do? What do we do? This is unprecedented. This is uncharted territory.
Son of
a bitch is right. All right, that's it. They both make the board. The Snallygaster stays another week.
What do we do next week, though?
Well, if they get bumped, they both get bumped. They both get bumped,
And
yeah.
then we bring back Champ.
That's right. That's it. Aaron, what'd you have?
I got 31.
31.
So you double that.
So which would put 62. So that would have put you above Hat. It would have put you above Hat Man.
But mine's partially because I live near the thing. Like I gave it a number. I gave it for a threat a whole 10.
A 10 for threat
likely
level?
I survive a freaking dragon with tentacles in its mouth, flying down with razor hot claws, killing me.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 because the only part is where they rip the guy's head off.
Yeah, but can you imagine
something
whistling like a train flying through the air, picking me up, carrying me up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey, what'd you give it for threat level?
Threat level, I gave it a 6.
6. Yeah.
That was higher than a lot of you.
And the reason I gave it a 6 was just because, I mean, the stories that you went over, there was the one that got ripped apart. So I feel like if there was some more stories, that shit would have been at least an 8, maybe a 9. Because so far, I mean, at least what I heard from that thing tonight,
Dingle dangle.
it's a little more vicious. Not little, a lot more vicious than the Jersey Devil. But again, it might be the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, it's a high chance.
So what'd you guys give it for spookiness?
I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 5. Why'd you give it a 3 there, Crack Diddy?
Crack Diddy. It's Crack Daddy, Mike. Because I thought it was mildly
Crack
creepy
doggy.
and gives me a slight chill.
Is that exactly what it says?
Moderately spooky. I gave it 5.
Once again, would you want a giant flying dragon flying down at you?
I don't know, but there's so many contradicting stories as to what it is. You know,
Yeah,
that's the issue.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
What about historical?
I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 6 too.
Do you want to know why I gave it a 6? Then you idiot, Corey.
I don't care why you gave it a 6, bitch. Aaron, what'd you give yours?
We're supposed to be friends.
I gave it a 7.
7? You crazy?
Why'd you give it a 7?
Because he's crazy.
Well, there's a chance I'm crazy, but that's on a whole nother level.
That has something to do with something.
We'll talk about that another time. But no, honestly, because it was the area was founded by German immigrants, and basically following their folklore and stuff. I guess dragons are a big part of that. So that's why I was given the historical and cultural. This cultural is German, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Believability, Corey?
They just don't want to answer.
I gave it a 6.
Wait, was there a question? I'm sorry.
Something about German.
Yeah, I do like kielbasa. Anyways, Corey. That's Polish. I don't know.
Believability, I gave it a 6. I see you gave it a 6 too.
Yep.
I only give that one a 4.
Oh, damn.
Well, I've lived near it. I'm 29 years old, so
Hearing about a fart.
I know, right? I mean, you guys must be ancient. But yeah, growing up, hearing about it all my life, and not seeing one, I'm not sure if it really is there.
You don't believe in it.
Now, if I go home and get eaten, I'll be the first to send a video.
He'll give it a 10 then.
And I'll give them permission to post a video of me eaten by
Hell
them.
yeah.
Yeah, please send us something as you're getting eaten though. We need to see it before, because you ain't getting a 10 unless you send us proof.
Yeah.
What if I don't have clothes on?
Yes.
That's even
Send
better.
the video. Yes.
That's for all other reasons, but
For uniqueness, I gave it a 3.
A 3.
Yeah, because it reminds me so much of the Jersey Devil.
Okay, so I gave it an 8 because of the tentacles coming out of the mouth and some of the other little features, but I just thought that shit right there, just the tentacles, the testicles, that just gave it an 8.
I believe that you would give an 8 for testicles. Aaron?
I only gave it a 4 for the same reason.
Oh, wow, Corey, you idiot.
Because everything has testicles coming out of its mouth, Mike, except for you.
You idiot. Thank you. Appreciate that. Wait, was that an insult? All right. Yeah, so 4. Aaron, what do you think?
What are we talking about? What?
Yeah.
Testicles.
I already said
you gave a 4.
Uniqueness, I gave it a 5. I'm only that.
All right, uniqueness, gave it a 5. I gave it a 3.
I already said I gave it an 8. What else do you want?
That's what I was asking you.
All right. Sorry.
I think you're asking about threat level.
Yeah, threat level, which I think we started with that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one I just gave.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.
6.
And I had a 10 just because.
Damn.
Well, think about this: likelihood you survive a dragon-like creature with testicles coming from his mouth, flying down, carrying off the hillsides, cutting your jugular, draining
long as
your
I'm
blood.
not African American, I should be fine though. But based off of your story,
what happens if you dump black paint on you?
Oh wow.
From the waist down, they might think you're African American.
Well, yeah, of course they would think that of me. You know what I mean? And anyways, with that, it gives us a curious oddity. It ties Pigman, so it's going to be added to the board. Corey, what do you got?
You need some sort of tiebreaker.
It's our first tie. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out a tiebreaker.
Yeah, we will. Rock, paper, scissors. No way. No way. Put that big fist away.
Yeah. Come on, Andre.
Yeah. He is ready to go to rock, paper, scissors.
That fist came out right away.
Yeah, we at least have to play Yahtzee for that bitch.
Let me bend over first, Aaron, before you get that fist out.
I'll leave you a mic to yourself.
Listen, you're in the garage. You got to do garage stuff.
Hey, studio.
Yes, that's right.
Don't worry, we're going to be upgrading to a new studio soon, guys. We'll let you know when that happens.
Well, you do have a bench press here.
That's right.
How much weight do you have for it?
How much you need?
So anyways, thanks for joining us today, folks. And thank you for Aaron for presenting this episode. This was awesome to hear it from a Maryland native point of view. That was fun.
I'm glad to be on. This was a great time.
And your wife is going to give me a ride home, which is even more awesome.
She said you're walking.
Well, that's fine. She'll follow with her headlights.
She might run you over.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, you know what your next homework assignment is, right?
I'm going to assume it's that wolf thing I talked about
that wolf
earlier.
thing. That's what I'm talking about. So follow the Kraken Cans Cast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, TikTok, and YouTube. And Crack Daddy Mike, and I'm out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I hate you.
Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
No, I hate you.
I'm Crack Daddy Mike, and I'm out.
Peace, Diddy.
He is Crack Butt Corey. Ah, shoot.
BK Corey, all right, Diddy?
Yeah. Butt Crack Corey, he's out. And this is, Aaron, do you have a name yet?
No, I don't have a name.
Big Dog.
Yeah.
Big dog, apparently.
Yeah, Big Dog, Big Crack. Aaron, he's out of here. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to subscribe, follow, give us some good 5-star reviews, and we hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. I'm out.
Peace.
Bye.